The Wraith, a unique living ship, is once again available to claim through the Titan Redux Expedition, along with the incredible Pillar of Titan stuff and other rewards. Nice. But the expedition is time limited and may be quite tedious, so I've prepared a guide to help you complete it in under 2 hours. Fast and efficient. This is Aiming for Gaming, and today we're aiming for efficient gaming. To start the expedition, you have 2 options. You can start a new game in expedition mode, or you can summon the space anomaly from any existing save and run to this terminal. The second option is better, as you can bring resources and technologies with you, or even bring a copy of your starship or multi-tool, which greatly speeds up expedition process. This time you can bring a lot of stuff, so make sure to stop the plague back here to prepare everything. Also, if you start the expedition from your main save, you'll be able to transfer back most of the items you obtained during the expedition. Everything you bring to the expedition will be available at the same terminal within the expedition after you warp for the first time, so the initial mining is inevitable. I'll be starting from scratch in this guide to simulate a new player experience. Also, keep in mind several rules for this expedition. Don't forget to claim rewards for completed milestones, as some of them contain plans for the next milestones. Use the refiner if you need to process anything, and don't install unnecessary modules you get from milestones, as they can be sold for easy nanites instead. If you install a module, its cost reduces to 16, we don't want this to happen. Once you start the expedition, mine the bare minimum of resources for the first warp. You'll need 30 oxygen, 150 ferrite dust and 60 condensed carbon. Start by locating and collecting storm crystals scattered across the planet. Once you collect 5 storm crystals, you will complete Bottled Lightning. Install the pre-packaged hazmat gauntlet and advanced mining laser you receive from this milestone. While traveling, locate with your visor and mine 192 crystallized helium to complete Hazardous Materials. Then reach your starship to finish Escape from Titan. Your reward will be a pre-packaged personal refiner, which you should install. Now there's a trick to quickly trigger a tornado. Go to the game network settings and disable multiplayer. Then enter your starship and exit it to create a restore point, then load this restore point. Once you load the game, the tornado will spawn somewhere nearby, so you can quickly enter it and complete Winds of Change. Nice! Next, open your inventory and craft 1 metal plating and 1 hermetic seal. Then refine 50 ferrite dust into 50 pure ferrite and repair your starship launch thruster and pulse engine. There's nothing else we need on the starting planet, so leave it and go into space to complete ignition. Then find and destroy 30 asteroids to complete Stone and Fire. This will teach you how to craft aqua jets and various components. Now you must visit all the moons in this system. There's a trick to quickly find them if you get lost. Open the Discoveries tab, click on the moon you haven't visited yet and follow the map. This will save you a lot of time, because navigating around gas giants is quite hard and sometimes misleading. On every moon you must exit your starship. Meanwhile, document some flora and fauna you find in a close proximity. Once you document 4 plants, you will complete the Biosphere milestone. Once you document 6 creatures, you will also complete Divergent Evolution. And if you haven't brought Paraffinium to this expedition, definitely mine 100 of it on the misty moon called Tyriop Prime. Continue visiting moons in this system until you visit all 5 of them and complete Children of Giants. Next up, visit a local space station, then sell your storm crystals at the trade terminal. Buy 7 metal platings and all tritium, ferrite dust and cobalt from the trade terminal. If you didn't bring materials to this expedition, then also buy 2 microprocessors and all the salt from the trade terminal, then buy 3 magnetic resonators and all chromatic metal from any of the traders landing at the space station. This will help you in the future crafting. Install the launch auto charger unit you received from the milestones completed so far. Then visit the technology merchant, sell movement module and teleport receiver unit, and buy and install both hyperdrive modules he sells to greatly optimize warping process. Then craft 1 antimatter housing and 1 antimatter, then 1 warp cell from them and recharge your hyperdrive. And we're done with the starting system, so select the Rendezvous 1 milestone and warp to the system marked on the galaxy map. This will complete Never Look Back. This milestone rewards you with 3 more warp cells, which with our optimized hyperdrive will be more than enough for the rest of the expedition. At this point, you can finally summon the space anomaly and retrieve all the items you transferred from your main save at the expedition terminal. Now visit the Rendezvous 1 planet and location to complete this milestone too. Then ring the in-game menu, select photo mode there and use the take screenshot hotkey from this mode to take a photo of the planet. This will complete the Chronicle 1. This milestone rewards you with an S-class scanner module, which greatly boosts fauna analysis bonus. If you're extremely unlucky and won't get this particular bonus, you'll receive 2 more S-class scanner modules from the future milestones to test your luck again. With this module installed, you can scan any big creature and easily complete genetic currency. Select the Reliquary milestone and collect 4 ancient bones on the same planet to complete it. Now, if you didn't bring materials to this expedition, mine 153 mordite from animals and process all that into 51 phaecium. And also mine 150 oxygen and 210 condensed carbon. Find and collect 1 heptaploid wheat on this planet. Refine 25 sodium from sodium nitrate and craft 1 more hermetic seal. Visit High Energy Moon called on Fran in the same system and collect 400 gamma roots there. This should be enough to craft 1 lubricant. Go into the nearest water pool and collect 4 crystal sulfates and 80 zeta phosphate. Then build a nutrient processor and process 1 phaecium into wild yeast and 1 heptaploid wheat into refined flour. Then process them into dough. Now you should have the same stuff as players who prepared these materials in advance. Now use the nutrient processor to cook bread from the dough and you will complete field logistics. Then install a nutrient ingester to complete the meal in a can milestone. Next, install Aqua Jets module to complete by Sky and Sea. This milestone rewards you with a free Nautilon platform. Select the Rendezvous 2 milestone, visit the marked system, then the planet and location to complete it. This milestone rewards you with a pressure membrane blueprint. Install it to complete under pressure. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 2. Here you must build a Nautilon platform, then deconstruct the platform as you'll need it one more time. Install a pre-packaged high-power sonar you received from the Under Pressure milestone to your Nautilon, bring the sonar menu and search for a sunken freighter. Return to your starship, visit the revealed sunken freighter location and build the Nautilon platform one more time. Summon the Nautilon and dive deep underwater toward the sunken freighter. This spot will be very deep, so on your way to the bottom you will dive 1001 units below sea and complete Crash Zone. Once you reach the sunken freighter, interact with its terminal to complete Fathoms Below. As you're here, collect sea glass from the spots glowing in purple. Collecting 3 of them will complete Hazard Pay. And documenting 5 underwater creatures spawning around you will finish Teeming with Life milestone. That's enough for this planet, so you can leave it. Select the Rendezvous 3 milestone, visit the marked system, then the planet and location to complete it. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 3. Craft 4 iron batteries, then place a Colossus Geobay, summon the Colossus, enter it and drive it for a while to complete Wheels of Titan. Refine 120 condensed carbon into 240 carbon. Select No Place Like Home milestone, place a base computer and build 3 timber floor panels, 7 timber walls, 3 rounded timber roofs and 1 timber rectangular door to complete it. We're done with this system too, so you can finally leave it. Now select the Rendezvous 4 milestone, then visit the marked system. But before going to any planet, visit a local outlaw station, find the salvage dealer and sell him all the uninstalled modules you have. This will complete Quantum Bedrock. Now visit the Rendezvous 4 planet and location to complete this milestone too. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 4. Open your Discoveries tab, select any of them that can be renamed, then rename it to complete Legacy. Select the Rendezvous 5 milestone, visit a marked system, then the planet and location to complete it. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 5. All that remains is to run in circles until you walk 7000 units and complete Surveyor of Worlds, the final milestone in this expedition. Finally, summon the space anomaly and visit the expedition terminal. Transfer anything you want to keep to your main save if you started the expedition from there, then finish the expedition. Everything else you own will be converted into units and nanites, and all currency including Quicksilver will be transferred to your main save. If you started the expedition as a new game, completing the expedition will convert it into a regular save, allowing you to keep all your items and currency as is. Either way, you can now claim the expedition rewards from the Quicksilver Companion on as many saves as you like. And that's it for today, so if this video was helpful, lending your precious like would be my best reward. Consider subscribing too. Cheers!